this is almost too realistic for me, if you see what I mean.
Oh, okay.
No, it's nice. I mean, that would be great, but I would love...
Finding the production designer was really critical because I wanted this movie to look and have the feel of the old science fiction movies and the old agent movies and all that. Rusty Smith is totally into pop culture and fun design. He's a great fan of old designers like Ken Adam. He also knows how to do things for the right price. And having come off of Austin Powers, I thought he was a fun choice.
I know that. I've been looking for that again. I love that.
Where is that? About 2 years ago, I saw a picture of the Solo Trek in Popular Mechanics. I just want to take it on a ride.
Yeah. It's not done yet. They're working on it. Yeah, we should definitely do some research on that.
We had to come up with a design that was not quite the Solo Trek, but with their permission would allow us to alter the design somewhat.
The Solo Trek is here.
What was interesting was we were able to work a lot of streamlined, sort of retro, hip aspects of the lines and the design that Harold was very excited about into this sort of more functional design of the Solo Trek. And luckily we got their permission to sort of morph the two and clearance from the Solo Trek people to sort of, to actually incorporate that look into the film.
Welcome to the CIA.
One of my favorite production designers is Ken Adam. We looked at a lot of his films, and one of the things in particular that Harold was very interested in was the War Room from Dr. Strangelove. And here was the first chance that I had with a director who was really sort of urging me to go this far, was to take a notion of high style and angular lines and textures and sort of a minimalist, stylized way of presenting the notion of a war room in a grand scale.
This is a nanobot stasis ice cube. So apparently there's about 400,000 nanobots frozen inside here. It's made from acrylic and put all kinds of different compounds in there to try and come up with something that would look kind of 3D on camera. This is a transport device to transport the little nanobots. When the blue light's reading, they're frozen in stasis. So when we turn this button, it should die and come up as red, which is now they're going to warm up. So now this was deemed safe to pull them out and let them do their thing. These are various versions of the iPod that Cody uses throughout the show. This one is a winch version, which he sticks inside a vent magnetically and then lowers himself down into the lab using that. And this one is the extended version of the camera version, which extends like so, allowing him to view the occupants of the lab. Cody has some very fashionable shoes. They're not only functional and pretty, but they do another job. They are suction cup shoes, and it allows him to walk on ceilings and walls and escape from the bad guy, so just like so.
The trick was how to break up the space so it wasn't so square and boxy and like a factory.
He's probably going to dress something or actually put frosted glass over it just to make it glow.
Right.
There was an architect that I brought to the table as an influence for Harold to look at, Calatrava, who's Spanish and does these amazing cantilevered engineered bridges and terrific sweeps and curves and angles. And we thought that if we could work that into the interior of the space, it would break it up, plus give it a certain amount of style.
Good job, Rusty.
So I came up with a certain arch, a sweep, which was me trying to sort of give it sort of an asymmetrical, off-center balance. It was also very exciting for me because I've always wanted to sort of blow something up, I've always wanted to have a set that you could set on fire or actually see explode. And Harold took one look at it and he said, "Oh, those can be the cooling towers, and then we can blow them all up at the end of it." It was a lot of fun.
When you first walked into it, and it was so immaculate and clean, and then we just destroyed it, and everything's glass and dirt and mud everywhere. It was kind of sad, because you knew what it was, and then what it became, and then you knew, like, we're never going to be on this set again. So once we leave tonight, that's it.